Hey, welcome back to the channel for yet another episode of Growing with the Grovers. Financially, things have been pretty tight for Erick and Ayla lately, but the fortunate thing is Erick just got a work email stating that there are some full-time positions available with a hiring bonus of 200 simoleons. He's contemplating whether or not he wants to take on a full-time job, but he knows that he needs to make some pretty big money moves in order for him to be able to take care of his family. I'm gonna pause really quick because time is just flying by, and I kind of want to update you guys on a couple things. So first and foremost, previous to this episode, I gave you all a little behind the scenes creative sim on Erick's parents, Linda and Jeff. There you can learn even more about Erick's back history, why he is the way he is, and also why he makes the decisions that he does. He is by no means a picture perfect sim, but there are a lot of things that have happened to him in his past that just make a lot of sense once you learn about them. But I know for a lot of you, it still did not change your opinion on him, and that is completely a-okay. We are allowed to have our own opinions. Anyways, there's another thing that I also wanted to do. I wanted to change his aspiration. I asked you guys in the previous episode what aspiration you think Erick would pick, because he is kind of trying to change and ultimately become a better version of himself. So there were a couple suggestions along the lines of becoming a bodybuilder, because lately he's been super into fitness. I do agree with that one, especially because I do feel like Erick is a little self-centered. But then the other one was like pertaining to gardening or handiness, since he is in the landscaping career. But the one that I think definitely resonates the most with Erick, especially right now, is making up for lost time. And if you did watch the creative sim on Erick's parents, then you know that this would make the most sense. So this is the one that we are going to go for. And now Erick is aspiring to be a super parent. So he needs to achieve level 4 of the parenting skill and discipline his toddler, which is definitely going to be super duper hard. He does not want to discipline Jacob. But while we're here, another thing that I need to do is I need to take up that offer at work. I'm going to have Erick, I guess, enroll full-time into the labor industry. It's not really something he wanted to do, but it's something he kind of has to do because power has been shut off. Pay your bills. Are you freaking kidding? I can't even use my cell phone. Erick gives the governor of San Sequoia a huge thank you for making the rec center, because there's like a whole computer station up here. We are not going to let any obstacles stand in our way of making a better future for our family. So we're going to go up here and we're going to find a job. Really, we're just kind of re-enrolling into the full-time labor career, which is great. By the way, this particular career is a custom content career, and it's by Midnight Tech. I'll make sure to link it down in the description in case you guys are interested, but it allows your Sims to enroll full-time into a lot of different type of labor-intensive careers. I'll show you guys in just a minute when Erick gets upstairs. He is definitely taking his sweet time. It is late too. Like, he is here at 10 o'clock, and I am loving this dedication. Y'all don't think this man can change, but I definitely think he can. Okay, so here it is. Manual labor. There's so much to choose from at the MT agency, specializing in manual labor. Complete a short stint as an agency worker and then choose your field. Well, we're already a part of the manual labor career field, so we don't need to do any short stints anywhere because we're already kind of enrolled. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to accept this, and then I'm actually just going to go right here, and we are going to promote to branch selection, and then we'll be able to choose from a wide range of different manual labor careers. Why does that sound so weird? I don't know. So you can do decorating, you can do dock worker, factory, farm worker, garbage, which I actually think is amazing, janitorial, labor, landscaping, maintenance, and mechanics. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, Erick worked as a landscaper. He was making 59 simoleons an hour, but do keep in mind it was only a weekend job. So I definitely think him taking on this job full time will be more lucrative long term. Choose the landscaping branch and you'll start off as mowing crew, then move on to groundskeeper and become a landscape gardener. So mowing crew only pays, I think this says $20 an hour. There's like a little doot on my screen, so it could be like 28. We will work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and we will get weekends off, which is the complete polar opposite to what was happening before, where we did work the weekends. So Erick is more than ready to sign up, and we get our $200 bonus, but we're still short less than 100 simoleons from being able to meet our bills, which totally freaking sucks. I'm I'm almost wishing we didn't buy those lottery tickets. But some of our promotion tasks are to achieve level 2 of the gardening skill and reach level 2 of the handiness skill, which Erick has already done given his previous landscaping experience. So I think it's time for him to go home. He's also super hungry. I think Ayla woke up from her nap. Her first day at work totally wiped her out. She was not expecting to be that exhausted from simply washing dishes, but let me tell you, that is also very, very labor intensive. I don't know why, but she's just been feeling like kind of more tired than normal, and I mean, she's got a lot going on, so like, I'm not gonna blame her. Just as Erick was leaving the rec center, he saw this lone gentleman working out by himself, and he thought, well, maybe, just maybe, I could chat him up a little bit, you know, no harm, no foul, and just if ever so slightly, I could sneak my hands into his pocket. I could grab enough cash without him even noticing. We ended up taking 258 simoleons from this man. I don't know how the hell he's not gonna notice, but Erick's like, hey, talk to you later. Drive safe. Thanks, man. Ayla ended up sleeping the entire night through. Like, she didn't even make herself dinner or anything like that. Thankfully, Jacob also slept. FYI, I am experiencing a little bit of lag. I think everybody is at this point, and even though I do have like quite a decent amount of CC, this isn't usually like the thing that happens to me. Even the little like escape cheat sometimes works, but not always, so it's a little aggravating. I do apologize, trust me, it pisses me off just as much as you probably hate watching it. But we're gonna clean up some spoiled food off the floor because, like I said, things have been just a little crazy lately. And then I'm gonna have Ayla come into the kitchen and she is going to prepare some breakfast. I think we're gonna make some pancakes because those are Jacob's favorite. I actually want to make either the lemon pancakes or chocolate chip, or maybe just even the breakfast pancakes, because I think this one has like a little smiley face with like raspberries and chocolate chips. And we're gonna do the family size for 20 simoleons. Also, today is Wellness Day, which, as you guys can see clearly, is one of Ayla's favorite holidays ever. And later tonight, Ayla actually has to head into Copperdale for a mixology class at the Copperdale bar, which she's super freaking excited about because obviously this is going to help prepare her forward in her culinary career. Jacob just woke up and I think he actually learned a couple things too. He has reached level 2 of the communication skill and level 2 of the thinking skill. I'm gonna have little man come over here and grab himself some of these delicious breakfast pancakes. Actually, I think those are raspberries and blueberries. There aren't any there aren't any chocolate chips, but we're gonna pick up a serving. And then I think poor Erick is still asleep too. He's really exhausted, but he smells the aroma of fresh baked pancakes. So I'm gonna have him kind of go into the kitchen and snag some of those before taking a shower. I am giving the the auto lights a try, at least in the bedrooms, because I saw that suggestion in the comments. I still just don't like auto lights. I don't know what it is. It just drives me freaking bonkers. I absolutely hate them, but I'm gonna try to give it a minute just to see if I can get used to it. Did Jacob grab his pancakes, or does he like want to be seated? He has a bunch of stuff in his inventory right now. I think Buddy has to go to the bathroom. We also need to replace Buddy's ball. It is over here looking haggard as hell. Like, there is tooth marks and it's just fraying apart. We need to change his mat again. Even though he can be like going outside and, you know, going to the bathroom like a big boy, he insists on using that potty pad because he's done so since he was like a little tiny puppy. I kind of feel like maybe yesterday, well, actually no, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Never mind, I take that back. I was like, maybe we should have went to the spa today because today's Wellness Day. But let me see some of the things that we can do. Cook healthy. Technically, these pancakes were healthy. I don't know why. Maybe because there's fruit. Exercise, make resolutions. Ooh, I want to do that. Out of all of the resolutions here, I think I've narrowed it down to 2. Either get promoted or raise a skill. I think raise a skill would be the easiest since we are going to go to mixology school later. This is going to be a quick resolution that we can accomplish, so we're going to do it. And what else did I need to do? I feel like there was something else. Oh yeah, we're going to be starting work in 1 hour, which is crazy. We get off at 5, which is great because then after that, we'll be heading into school. Ayla needs to go to the bathroom. Her bladder is it's just been weak. I mean, that does happen when you get older for sure, but like this is kind of ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see if maybe she could also like take a bath with the soak, but she already did that. Like she doesn't stink anymore. Writing skill, and naturally she loves that skill because she's an author. She just hasn't been doing it much. So I'm gonna let her go to the bathroom. Well, she's gonna clean the toilet first, and then she's gonna go to the bathroom while Erick is over here in the tub. Poor Ayla. I think she tooted, and Erick was like, "Oh my God, Ayla, babe, that's like disgusting." And where's he going? I think he's going to work. I just realized they both go to work at the exact same time. And what's even more upsetting is Jacob was trying to follow his dad to work. He's so sad. Ew, yucky. Oh, wait, he didn't like the pancakes? You're kidding. Left behind from parent not being around. And now dad's calling us to remind us of our mixology class tonight. Like, seriously, can I just catch a break? Class starts around 6 p.m. So we're a little bit early, but I wanted to give you guys a quick little tour of the Copperdale Bar and Mixology School. So let me pause real quick. And also there's a couple other things that I wanted to share with you. So I actually made this lot and I'm super duper proud of it. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I am going to be posting a speed build so you guys can see how I put this bad boy together. But essentially, like, the theory behind this like lot is that it was to mimic the other buildings surrounding it, and it could have been like maybe a house at one point or like multiple businesses, and then it was just converted into the Copperdale Bar and Mixology School. Like, you can make your own story around it, but I really love like the exterior, the shell of this build. So let me just drop down to the very bottom here. So this is like the bar. It's supposed to have like a very calming, welcoming atmosphere. I didn't want it to be too much of like a dive, but I also didn't want it to be like a lounge either. So it's kind of like that perfect in between stage. And then obviously we have like all of like the bar things, a bunch of like decor, and there's a TV up here because that's one of the requirements for the bar. And then over here is like a little lounge where you can do like karaoke if you wanted to. It's very hipster in my personal opinion. And out here we have like a little makeshift fire pit, obviously for safety hazards. It's not a real fire pit, but you get the gist. It's great for pictures. It kind of gives you the aesthetic of being a fire pit without burning your fingers off. Then upstairs we have a bunch of games like darts, foosball, there's like a little jukebox, and then obviously the bathrooms in case you had way too many nectars. And then this is where the class is. So what I had to do is I had to actually make a little like club for Ayla. So if we go into, I never know how to do this, so just give me a second because it's actually quite embarrassing how long it takes for me to do this, but I had to give her a mixology pass, and I did that by putting her in like her own little club or group or whatever, and then that way she's the only one that has access to this room, because otherwise the bartender spawns here, and I don't want him to spawn here. I want him to spawn downstairs where the bar is. So yeah, I think it's super duper cool. So even though it is a bar, you can also come up here and practice, okay? Practice making drinks completely uninterrupted. Since Ayla has a few more minutes to kill, I think she's actually going to order a happy hour drink. I just don't know what I want to get her. I kind of want to get her like one of the new nectars because of the Horse Ranch, you know, expansion. We get some new options here. So I think we're going to get like one of these grape nectars for 12 simoleons. Also, I didn't tell you guys, well, this is kind of like a celebration too, like her getting a nectar, because, all right, let me just scroll down a little bit. We've been promoted to head dishwasher. We got a bonus of 334 simoleons, and we got the corporate chic countertop, which obviously we can sell. Erick brought home $160 today too, which is great. So we have a nice little chunk of change, because we did start at like 88 simoleons or something like that. And also Erick did swipe an object while he was away at work, and it looks like it was some dirty plates, which I don't quite understand. But this nectar is delicious, Fabian. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Ayla. I hope you enjoy. I'm so excited about the promotion. Like, things are starting to look up for Ayla. She's almost wanting to quit university altogether, but I feel like it's a personal matter at this point. Like, she is just destined to be able to get that degree. Like, she wants it so freaking bad. Anyway, I think it's time for us to go up to class. So we're going to go over here. We're just going to kind of do things by yourself. We do have some mixology skill. I mean, I don't know if y'all remember, but like in the beginning of the LP, Ayla was, you know, moonlighting, right? So she does have a little bit of the skill, but she doesn't really have like all of the experience, and so she's hoping to learn just a little bit more here at the bartending school. So we're gonna come over and we're gonna have her practice making some drinks, and I wonder what she is going to make first. So I'm just gonna zoom through a little bit. Also, if you hear my little nugget screaming in the background, he's having a wild time with daddy. A wild time. He is such a chunk. Like, I'm not even kidding. This kid, he is a handful, but like in the best way possible. And I mean, like, he's needy. I love it. He should dig. He's like 5 he's 5 months. He's almost 6 months, and he's like damn near 20 pounds. Like he's solid. It's like a little butterball. I love it. All right, are you gonna actually like make a drink? Or are you just practicing? Like you're not actually making anything. Well, I guess that's kind of how it works. But it'd be cool to have some like drinks scattered upon the bar. Anyways, class does end around 9. Awesome. We've reached level 3 of the mixology skill, and we can now make a Ridgeport recipe. We've also completed our resolution, and we do need to prepare and mix drinks. So this is where I think she's actually going to start making drinks just for issues and giggles. I just hope that she doesn't have to like pay for it, because that would really make me sad. And if she does, I'm just going to give her the money back. You thought I was kidding when I said Ayla loves nectar, but look, her favorite is the Granite Falls Blanco. That's great. I'm gonna have her drink it. I mean, I'm not gonna have her throw it away. We're only at 25% when it comes to making drinks or preparing food, so I'm gonna let her go and make something else. We did just learn how to make that Ridgeport, so maybe if I can, I'll have her go and prepare one of those as well. So 15, 18. I'm just trying to keep track of how many simoleons we're spending. Ayla does really need to go to the bathroom, and she's just about to piss herself. I'm gonna try to do my absolute best here and not let her piss her pants, even though I don't necessarily want to cheat her bladder. I just want to complete this freaking task. The last drink that we ended up preparing was a flaming zesty salt, and the quality is excellent. In fact, both drinks are excellent, which is great. I definitely think Ayla is getting the hang of mixology. If only university was this easy. I'm actually just gonna put these straight in her inventory, because I think I'm gonna have her take them downstairs really quick and just hand them out for free, because I don't think she should drink them. I mean, she's already feeling slightly tipsy / inebriated, and she still has to, figure out a way home. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come upstairs over here, and I'm just gonna have her use the bathroom. She's gonna pee like a champion, and then I think she might just hang around for a few minutes and grab like a snack at the bar. Okay, can I be honest with you guys? She's not been feeling the best. Like, she probably shouldn't have drank, and she almost thinks it was, the nectar that she had, and also, like, the Blanco, because I think she's had, like, what, 2 drinks since she's been here? I don't know. Anyways, her stomach is just feeling completely sour, but the truth is it's been feeling like this for, like, 2 days now. Oh my god, somebody actually took the drink. Awesome! Cool, I hope you enjoy it. God, I don't know. Maybe is it weird to like want to take a pregnancy test here? Like, is that kind of silly to do that now? Like, why would she want to do that now instead of the comfort of her own home? But you know what? It's been on her mind, and she does feel kind of bad that she had those 2 drinks when she's thinking it's a possibility, because she's also late on her period. So I think Ayla just needs to bite the bullet. We're gonna give her money back for the drinks, for all the like the supplies, But then I think she's going to take that pregnancy test. I think it's like 15 simoleons. It's not too bad. Hear me out. Ayla really wants a baby, like super duper bad, but there's also a huge part of her that is beyond scared and absolutely nervous to actually see a positive pregnancy test. She's been sitting in the bathroom for, quite honestly, like an hour, almost 2 hours now, just contemplating whether or not she should take it. Now, I know it sounds kind of silly, but she's always had a pregnancy test on hand, like always, because, she wants it to happen. So we just need to bite the bullet. We need to have her take this damn test. I think I'm going to have Ayla take the Panda-Sama pregnancy test. It doesn't charge me, but instead of giving her 51 simoleons, I'll just give her 36 simoleons back, and we'll pretend, hypothetically speaking, not 96, 36, that we were charged for the pregnancy test. I'm so freaking nervous that I'm like mistyping things. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's do it. Are you ready? She stinks too. She's so nervous. She has like stress sweat. There she goes. She's looking at it. She's taking it. She's popping a squat, and oh my god, are you? I'm so nervous. I feel like this is taking literally forever. Like, I'm starting to freak out myself. Like, she's reading it. What does it say? Wait, huh? Wait, you're not? Ayla's not pregnant. Maybe next time. If I'm being honest, it's kind of a bittersweet moment for Ayla. She failed to conceive. Sometimes it can be harder to expand a family than hoped for. Man, you guys, last night was just awful. Ayla has been thinking about that negative pregnancy test literally all freaking night. In fact, she couldn't sleep very well, and now that she's found out that she isn't pregnant, like, she wants it even more. I don't know, maybe it's just a sign from the sim gods that now isn't the right time, but I mean, she's not getting any younger, younger, and every day Jacob just keeps getting a little bit older. Let's just see what Erick is up to. He's actually hanging out with Buddy. I need him to clean up the kitchen because it's obviously super dirty in here, so we're just gonna clean up some plates, clean up the leftover pancakes. Oh my god, nobody did feed Buddy yesterday, so I'm gonna make sure that we do that now. Erick is also pretty tired. Like, he didn't sleep well last night either. I have no idea what's going on in this household. Like, I feel like some things are seriously going down that I'm just like not in the loop for. What is Buddy doing? Did he just oh, this damn dog. He's out here causing a ruckus. He peed on the floor and now he's like just dragging himself all up in it. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know. I feel like I should be doing something here. Give him a bath. Yeah, that probably would be a good idea. And we're gonna also clean and replace his damn pad. So Ayla needs to go to work in an hour, and so does Erick. This schedule sucks. Like, it sucks so much. I'm glad that we were able to come in here and kind of help out with you know, Jacob's skill building. That's great, but in terms of like being able to do university in this, like, it's not gonna happen. Like, now that we don't work at the Frothy Foamer, I really don't even know how we would be able to fit an entire university schedule in with a full-time job. What is wrong, Jacob? Why are you sad? Had a nightmare? Tired of blocks? Oh, he hates those things. Oh, my poor baby. We definitely need to get him some brand new toys for sure, especially with this money we're making. There shouldn't be a reason why we couldn't afford it. I think Ayla's just gonna grab a quick little spinach juice just to keep it light today because that will give her some energy. She's still feeling not very well. Like, she's kind of feeling nauseous and just blah all over the place. But if she's not pregnant, I don't know what else could be happening or what's going on with her. I'm not gonna read into it too much. I'm just going to try to get through this morning the best that I can. Thank you, Erick, for giving Buddy a bath. Now we need him to go out there and clean off his little pad, and Erick is gonna be late to work, but once we throw this away, he should be able to head out, and I think we're gonna have to send Jacob to daycare again. With so much on Ayla's mind, she decided to reach out to her friend Yuri Soto from the birthday party. Y'all remember Yuri and her son Jeremiah. Jeremiah was beating up on Jacob, and they were like full-fledged toddler fighting. Since that birthday party, Ayla hasn't talked to Yuri, and right now she could really use someone to confide in. Good one. Ayla can't stop laughing. That joke Yuri just told was way too good. After being dazzled by the marvelous bit of humor, Ayla is thinking about jokes and how great they can be for a conversation. Is this a moment of realization that Ayla likes jokes? I'm not really sure like how in-depth Ayla is getting with Yuri in terms of like the details of her life, but I can envision Ayla is just unloading on her right now, and then Yuri's just trying to keep the conversation light with a little bit of humor. Erick is actually off taking on a little overtime, but not really. At least that's what he told Ayla. He is supposed to be working overtime, mowing some lawns for a little extra cash. Oh my god, did he just do a little music note? That is a great way to make some friends, Jacob. I love that for you. But where he really is actually at his mom's house. Erick doesn't really talk about his mom very often, and I love how he's actually texting Ayla right when I'm mentioning his name, trying to keep the tide calm, but there's a reason for that. I guess while Ayla and Yuri are conversing and Jacob and Jeremiah are having a stare-off, we could probably meet up with them. Everyone, meet Erick's mother, Linda Payne. If you're ever wondering why Erick is the way that he is, this right here is single-handedly the main reason why. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I definitely think you should watch the Creative Sim on his parents to get a better understanding, like I said earlier, as to why Erick is the way that he is. So to give you a very long story short and not to be having you hanging here too long, I'm going to give you guys like the short little synopsis. Hopefully not it won't be too short, but it'll be definitely short enough. So if you want to get the full story, watch that video. When Erick was just a little sprout, his mother and father divorced. This really sent Linda in a spiral, and she just completely lost her mind. And during her downward spiral, she took Erick with her, saying some really nasty, horrible things along the way that has definitely left him scarred for life. And he was super close, super close to his mother Linda. In fact, he still is, and I honestly can't understand why. He is kind of ashamed of her though. It's to the point where Ayla doesn't really know anything about his parents, let alone his mother or the way that he was brought up. And the reason for that being is Erick always kind of felt like he was underneath Ayla because Ayla was so privileged and she kind of had everything handed to her and still does on a silver platter, and he just felt like ashamed of where he came from. It's sad. It's honestly pretty sad. Anyways, Erick has been thinking about his mom lately. They don't talk very often, if I'm being frank. frank, they're kind of estranged, but he wanted to reach out to her. And so he decided to pay her a visit at her house. And her house is absolutely freaking trashed, by the way. And he had noticed she hadn't been eating, you know, like the home was in disarray and she hasn't been taking care of herself. In fact, I think she's just been living off of like her cigarettes and that's pretty much it. She hasn't had a meal in days. So he decided to take her to the burger bar, which now has like sliders and shakes and like patties. Like if you're on the carnivore diet, that's great. Like just beef patties. And so he decided to take her here, and she's been freaking out. Like, she's been having a nervous breakdown. And I'm not gonna lie, I do feel bad for her almost, but girl, like, get it together. I don't mean to be insensitive, but again, he's feeling embarrassed. But we need to get a table, and I think we're gonna take this one right here, which on second thought is probably a really bad idea because we're right in the middle, and Linda still feels like everybody is looking at her. Mom, it's fine. They're probably just looking at how beautiful your lipstick looks. Why don't you take a look at the menu and get yourself a shake? They also have some brand new sliders, unless you really want to go. It's fine, Eric. Thank you so much for taking me here. Honestly, I could really use a bite to eat. Yeah, let's take a look at that menu. Mom, look at this. Did you see the Choco Nut Pretzel Milkshake? It's on special. It's only $2. You know what, Eric? I actually think I'll get that. Thank you for pointing that out. I think Eric is probably going to go with a classic strawberry milkshake. Honestly, a root beer float sounds pretty damn good right now, or maybe one of these like coffees. There's even a gummy bear freak shake, which would be perfect for Jacob when he's actually old enough to have it. I think we're just, like I said, gonna go with the strawberry here, and then we're gonna scroll down to the main course. See, here's the beef patty. I want to say this actually came with the brand new expansion, but I'm not 100% sure because I've never seen it before, and I think that's kind of great if your sim has like specific dietary needs. Like maybe they're on the carnivore diet and they don't want like a bun and, you know, all the toppings. They just want, you know, a beef patty and some cheddar cheese, it looks like. But I think Mom is gonna get herself the hamburger sliders, which sound really good, and then maybe Eric will keep it to the beef patty because he's trying to lean down a little bit. And that brings us to a total of 21 simoleons for the bill. That's actually really cheap. So Eric, tell me, how's everything been lately? How's Jacob? How's Ayla? It's just been really busy back at the house. Ayla has just enrolled in university and she actually got a job at her dad's restaurant. She's working in culinary. It's always an awkward conversation whenever Eric meets up with his mom, especially because the main topic is, when am I going to meet Jacob? When am I going to meet my grandbaby? When am I going to meet my grandson? And clearly he feels bad about it, but he feels like he's protecting Jacob by not bringing him around her, but at the same time he feels this insatiable guilt that he hasn't done it. And I really don't know what type of advice to give him. Eric has his phone on silent and he almost didn't notice that Ayla's been texting him for like the last few hours, and it sounds urgent. I love how Linda is just talking while he's trying to respond to Ayla. He doesn't mean to be rude or cut his mom short, but he probably should head back home and see what's up, because whatever it is that Ayla needs, it sounds pretty important. Eric better be driving it like he straight up stole it off the lot, and hopefully it's a minivan, because Ayla has something big to say. We're gonna take another pregnancy test, because if this one also comes out to be the same, then I think it could be official. I'm sorry to get all up in your business, but I need to know the results. She's taken like 5 of these tests and she's a little worried. It's positive! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my freaking god! Oh my god! I have not been this excited about a pregnancy since June conceived Clementine. It is official. Ayla is pregnant. There's going to be a new addition to this household. I am so excited for you. Oh my god. But also, like, I'm kind of scared. Like, I'm so freaking scared. I almost don't even know what to do or how Eric's gonna react or how we're gonna afford this baby. Wait, we're probably gonna have to get a new house. How are we gonna afford all of this? How is this gonna even be possible? And poor Buddy just wants to go outside. I think this is a perfect place to wrap up the episode. I am literally like hyperventilating right now and my palms are sweaty. I'm so excited for the newest addition of the family and for Jacob to be a big brother, but also at the exact same time, what are we going to do? Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
We're in trances, going all to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances, empty-handed?